Hey, what's good guys? It's the first week of March and we just landed in Perth. My mom and I have been anticipating this holiday ever since we bought the flight tickets 5 months ago during the Singapore Airlines promotion at Suntec City. We could feel our excitement mounting with every week drawing closer to our date of departure, so you can only imagine the mirth and glee we felt when we were finally able to visit Australia again. Now, we are not rich by any stretch, so my mom and I decided to be a little frugal, booking our Airbnb for check-in to be on the same day of arrival in WA. Most of the time, that would be a good idea, but our promo flight was a red-eye, so it was barely 7 in the morning when we arrived, and check-in was not until 3 in the afternoon. Thankfully, our co-host made concessions to let us in an hour earlier for free, but at that time, we couldn't have predicted the future, so we were expecting another 8 hours of having to be a walking zombie. After lounging around the airport for a while, we headed to a nearby shopping complex called DFO. Admittedly, it was quite a productive idea since we needed to kill some time and we haven't been to this outlet brand mall before, so might as well, right? I didn't really take much videos on my first 2 days in Perth because I was working right up to the evening of my departure out of Singapore, on top of having insufficient sleep for 2 consecutive days, so I was just looking forward to get to accommodation, shower and knock out. That said, I think DFO is really nice and worth visiting at least once. Anyway, we successfully checked into our Airbnb, showered and slept. I know I talked about us being frugal and all, but we just cannot reduce our budget when it comes to accommodation, so we booked an entire home for ourselves, and thank God we did. Because we realized later on in this part of Carlisle, or Kildale as some would call it, we were actually living amongst a lot of white people, aka Caucasians. So we felt super safe and secure in this neighborhood. I know it's like stereotyping, sorry, but where we're from in Southeast Asia, many of us still have the mindset that white people are naturally safe, intelligent, upper-class human beings. You see a white guy or girl at night and go like, yeah, no worries, it's all good. Let's carry on to Hungry Jack's. Well, day 2 in Perth was much better for me. We visited Belmont Forum for brunch, a little walk around and then some groceries before heading back. It was nice soaking in the Friday lunch crowd, and even though I was still a little cooked mentally from work, I could now start taking in the surroundings with much more appreciation. Since the sun was still out with cool winds and I haven't had as much aerobic exercise as I wanted to due to my work, I took the chance to head out for a jog and walk whilst admiring the scenery. I love the clean, fresh air here in Australia, and I think this light exercise really helped to accelerate the process of decompression for my physical and mental health. Then it was a shower and nap time. My mom was also getting acclimatized to the holiday mood in her own way, but we didn't want to waste our one of 2 Friday nights down under, so we woke up, had a late dinner, and enjoyed some entertainment at Crown Casino. Thank you Blackstone for keeping Crown going. We found out from the helpful Transperth staff that Sundays are free public transport days, so we made the executive decision to save our Fremantle visit or any other place of interest outside Zone 1 travel for Sunday. Hence, we spent Saturday checking out the city centre and getting various supplements from Chemist Warehouse for my mom, her sister, niece and I. Sometimes I wish I was like the locals living here in Oz, having access to so much fun, high quality food, people and environment. But unfortunately, I'm not. So, SOL I guess. I'll just have to work hard, save money, and come back again for another holiday after this. Hi, we're currently here in Fremantle. Oh, hello. It's been 9 years since we have come, and so today we're going to try the famous fish and chips here in Fremantle, or Frio in short. Looking forward to it. Well, it's Sunday fun day, and we were really loving the vibes here in Frio. From what I understand, the whole shoreline is renowned for fish and chips, seafood, drinks, and just chilling out by the sea. So any of the eateries like Cicerellos, Bathurst Beach House, or Twin Fin would have been an excellent choice. My mum and I chose Cicerellos since it was the first franchise we saw, and even before entering, we were blown away by how vibrant and inviting the atmosphere was. I'm not sure if the video can accurately portray what I mean, so I guess the only way to know is to be here in real life. First impressions, the counter staff and her crew all seemed polite, jovial, and provided good, friendly service no matter who the customer was. Food was absolutely mouth-watering, delectable with every bite to the point we were considering ordering more despite how full we felt. Fortunately, we managed some self-restraint because another goal of this holiday was to spread our money to as many local businesses as we could. I think that's the best way for us as outsiders and tourists to support the local communities here in West Australia. We had a fabulous lunch here at Cicerellos, which we will cherish for a few cycles of autumn at the very least, but it was time to check out more of Fremantle. After a leisurely walk along the coast, we passed by the Maritime Museum while on the way to the Frio markets. I'm not really into museums, but I can definitely appreciate its existence. If you're looking for new places to bring your kids and have some fun, quality time, then this whole area could be it. Fremantle Markets is definitely one for nostalgia. It brought us back to 2016 when we first visited, and coming back here in 2025 was simply sensational. Layout and structure of the place was mostly the same, but majority of the stalls have moved on with the times and kept their food and drinks or apparel similar with current trends, which is understandable when you're in the consumer business. We bought some drinks, fruit and souvenirs to extend our support to the locals before finding a place to sit down for a bit. Before long, it was time to head back to the beach for another highlight of Fremantle, and that is the evening sunset. It was truly remarkable experiencing this because WA has some of the most astounding sunsets you can find. My mom and I were so thankful that somehow the stars aligned and the weather was perfect that day to soak in all of these wonderful moments. We then had dinner at a different restaurant called Twin Fin before heading home to retire for the night. So that's part 1 of this 2-part series of Perth. So much more of West Australia's beauty to show you, but for now, thanks for watching and I'll see you soon.